Bible School. I'm going to show folks what we did this week. That's exactly right. And so feel free, Miss Paula, to chime in. Miss Michelle, if you want to, Mel wants to chime in. Cecily, Jeremy, please let folks know what we did this week. So look at the first slide if we can here. So every day, as always, Vacation Bible School, we've done this your whole life, and the kids are doing this as well. We said the pledges to the American flag, the Christian flag, and also to the Bible. And so I'll show you some photographs of us doing that.
That's why the flags are up here. Although I was thinking, we left them up here, but I don't mind it.
Yeah, not for today, for sure. Yeah. So we had plenty of volunteers every week. Each child got a chance to carry the Bible or the flags and come into the auditorium sanctuary here. So look at the next.
14. I did the numbers here. 14 kids.
And so we can see pledging a pledge allegiance to the Christian flag there. And then we sang Onward Christian Soldiers after we said the Christian flag. Do you guys remember the pledge the Christian flag? Who remembers that? Carmen thinks she does. Enough to tell everyone? My country, you know the song? Okay, look at the next slide here if we can. And then we said the pledge, of course, to the flag of the United States of America every day. And then pledge to the Bible. You guys know those pretty well. And then, of course, every day we sang a song and did a dance. And we're going to do one of those in a moment. We're going to sing and dance for us, a Baptist church, but we're going to do it. We did it all week long. We're going to do it this morning. And the songs are, they're loaded with good Bible themes, scriptures, and so, of course, you're going to hear that in a little bit. So Miss Michelle got a chance to lead those, teach us, and had instructional videos. Some of those like a Jane Fonda workout, weren't they, as much as we moved? I'm dating myself, but it was hard work. And so the theme this week was spark. You got to spark through imagination and creativity through the things we did. And then a lot of jumping and twisting and shouting, and kids having a lot of good time with that. So we learned some Bible verses through song. And then we would do some singing as always. That's a picture of that. And more singing and teaching, that sort of thing. We learned how to line up too. Some kids weren't as good as lining up as others, but by the end of the week we got to learn how to line up in lines, right? And then Jeremy brought our Bible school lesson for us this week. And we had kids that were very attentive, and they won suckers. Miss Cecily passed out suckers if they got the correct answer. They always got a sucker, so they really were attentive for that. I'm not sure if it was the suckers or the Bible verses, but they were glued to Jeremy all week. All right, and we learned King David's the ancestor of Jesus, right? And some folks are really surprised to learn that. You can see Miss Carmen is really shocked to learn that. She says, "Wow." And of course, even in true false questions, the answer is always Jesus, isn't it? You go to Vacation Bible School, that's always the answer, right, Jeremy?
I told the kids that if you don't know, just say Jesus, and your odds are in your favor.
Exactly right.
Eventually get it right.
Right. It reminds me of the story of the youth minister, right? He said, I've got something in my mind. I'm little, I'm brown, I'm furry, I hop from tree to tree, I collect nuts. What is it? The kid says, Jesus. And he meant squirrel, but Jesus is the answer most of the time, right? Even yet a student this week in a true-false question said Jesus, right? So it works sometimes. And of course, we had craft time, Miss Paula downstairs. Different craft every night, a lot of fun. It was fun. It brought smiles to our faces. And even got to do some art with some painting and things like that. A lot of fun. And everyone enjoyed it. Have so many questions, I'm sure. And then, looks like silly fun was happening at times. But a lot of good crafts to take home with us this week. Okay. And then we played outside, my favorite. And it wasn't that hot. If we had it this week, it'd been really hot, but it was really nice last week. So we got to play some games outside. Played inside some. Look at the next slide if we can here. So if you go out in the park, it hasn't rained yet. So if you want to do this, Brother Clyde, after church, there's a maze outside. You can run and hop over things in the parking lot. You got to hop over the frog of terror at one point here. And then you have to watch out for the snake. You got to jump over the snake. Be careful not to get bitten. And then there's a big Yeti too. If you get in the Yeti's mouth, you lose. So you have to go through the maze. He took a leg off at one point, didn't he, Jim? And then you get to Superman, you get to fly to the prize there. That was one of the things. And then we had great helpers. And I didn't get a chance to get a picture of the folks downstairs, the kitchen help, but there are plenty of folks that were helping. Certainly Joni's not here, but Joni and Mike came early and helped, and Billy and Judy helped. Let's see who was also here helping the kitchen stuff. Mom and Dad came one night. Paul helping in the kitchen. So thanks for all the adults that came. I just have pictures of folks that were upstairs because that's when I had my phone and was doing things. It's a collage of us upstairs workers. Even Cameron and Lexi up in the booth run the sound for us this week, and then everyone else
They
pictured.
help wherever needed and recreation and.
Yep, they floated around. So everyone else stayed here. And there's a big group picture of some of us rascals. And we got to spark the interest in Jesus. And so I was very encouraged by Vacation Bible School. A lot of fun. Nobody was hurt. They were here all week long. Well, one night there was an issue. Kids couldn't come Tuesday night. But otherwise, we had pretty much a full house for us and had a lot of fun. So if you guys are ever curious what some of your offerings go to in the church, we do not just support the cooperative program, we support missionaries around the world. We do missions work here in the church. And Vacation Bible School is a great outreach. Kids across the street. I always say you're a missionary, not just across the world, but across the street. And we had kids walk over for Vacation Bible School. Got to hear the gospel every day, good Bible teaching, heard the gospel in song. And so they really took that in. We've sowed some seeds this week and hope for harvest.
Yeah, they were listening.
And that was the last slide, right? And now, as a special treat, we asked some of our helpers to come down that learned the movements of the song, and they're going to sing and dance for us. You guys are for a special treat. You can stand up on, either way, here or there.
Where y'all need to see the screen.
They can even stand back here if they need to see it and face out that way.
You want, let's do that. Come on, guys. Come on, Hattie. Remember you got to be a teacher? You're gonna get to teach the church. Let's do that so we can see it. Come over here. There you go. Very good. Awesome. Just do it full out. Yeah. We actually ended up having 14. Not all of them came every night. We had some that couldn't come every night, but we were glad whatever night they could come. This one's called Spark Studio. This is the main theme song for the week. Get ready. You have enough room and elbow space? Can I elbow anybody in the face?
Created in Christ Jesus for good works.
Very good. Good job. Thank you. You ladies did so good. Awesome. All right, let's have